Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well on this Saturday wherever you may be in the world. Tonight's video is going to be my West Tigers team of the decade between 2010 and 2020. Before I get into that, I'm currently at 644 subscribers at the moment. My next goal is to get to 650. My original goal was to get to 500 by the end of January. I managed to do that quite well. And I'm looking to get to 650, that's my next goal. So thanks to everyone that's recently subscribed to my channel, and thanks to everyone that continues to support this channel. I'm overwhelmed with the support that I get, so thank you to every single one of you for continuing to watch this channel. So getting into the West Tigers from the decade from 2010 to 2020. The decade started off great for West Tigers. 2010, they got dead close to reaching the grand final. They had a really great side in 2010. They just fell short at the preliminary final stage. 2011, I expected them to be one of the favourites, one of the clubs that was going to at least make the grand final and possibly win the premiership that year. They fell short in the second week of the finals. They were eliminated by New Zealand. It was a big shock. And ever since then, the wheels have kind of fallen off the West Tigers wagon, you could see. There's been a number of coaching changes. There's been inner turmoil. They've had some very poor signings. They've had some problems on and off the field. And it hasn't been a good decade as a whole for the West Tigers. But as I've done in one of my other videos, I've highlighted that this club deserves better. In my personal opinion, I think the West Tigers are a sleeping giant. They've got so much potential. And if they can tap into that potential, if they can get this club back into the finals, this club could do some great things in the future. But 2010 to 2020 was not a good decade for the West Tigers, and there was plenty of very poor players that they had, very poor signings. So I've done a list of a 1 to 17 team of their worst players in each position, going from the fullback down to the last bench spots, and also I'm going to name a coach. So before I do this list though, I also want to make a disclaimer that I've done it before, but some people still don't get the message that I'm not attacking the players personally. For whatever reason at the West Tigers, things just didn't work out for them. They didn't have a good time there. It doesn't mean that they're hopeless, that they're shite, that they're awful players. As I've said in my other videos, to make first grade, you have to have some degree of talent. You just don't get any Tom, Dick and Harry thrown in there. So please, it's just a list and don't get upset by it. So I'm going to start with the fullback now and work my way down. So at fullback in this team, I've named Moses Nbai. The wingers, Malachi Watene-Zelezniak and Keith Lulier. And the centre pairing is Jamal Idris and Nathan Malone. The 5'8" is Breath Anasti. The halfback is Jack Littlejohn. The props are Russell Packer and Matt Grote. The number 9 dummy half is Mania Sherrington. The second rowers, Joel Edwards and Robbie Rocco. The lock is Adam Blair. And the bench, Eddie Pettyborn, JJ Collins, but he was also known as JJ Felice, Brendan Santee and Tom Humble. And the coach of this worst team of the decade is Jason Taylor. So anyway, that's me West Tigers worst team of the decade between 2010 and 2020. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you didn't get too upset and you're cursing my name at the moment. It's just a list. But if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Currently at 644, looking to get to 650. And if you have some spare time, go check out my social media pages. I run Rugby League History on Facebook and Instagram. Those pages are doing quite well at the moment, so go check those out if you have some spare time. Anyways everyone, I'm going to get out of here. This is Rugby League History signing off, and I'll catch us all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye now.